Greetings, my Rantians. Hope you all are doing well today, and welcome to another episode of Tropico 5. Now, in the last episode, I definitely will say I was not able to reach the time limit in order to build the nuclear program, but in this one, I did. I went and restarted the scenario, and I can tell you, I did not actually bring all those immigrants to the island. But what I have, in fact, done on the other hand, is I got the uranium deposits definitely up and running, and there's a dock over here that's just exporting them like crazy, and then 2 of the oil wells in the back here. So I've completely negated this one, and we are indeed researching the... Oh, we actually did research it. Oh, I'm sorry. We did research the hostile atoms, so we can build the nuclear program right now, actually. We might as well do it, because we have enough money, and we want to get to the rest of this campaign. And where the heck even is this thing? Probably military, right? Our building requires electricity. Build a power plant of any kind. Okay, so we're gonna have to... We do have nuclear energy, but then we can also get the coal. Let's just build a power plant like this. We can put this thing around here. I feel like this is where we're gonna, like, in the future, have to build a little bit more. So let's go ahead and put down a power plant right over here. And then it's gonna take coal and natural gas. So we get natural gas from these oil wells as well. So, like, let's go ahead and enable the fracking posts on these 2. And then there's a coal mine right over here that we should definitely get to and start extracting as much as possible. Go ahead and link up the roads. And then we're going to do the same over on this side. Bada bing, bada boom. Awesome. And the last thing we need to do is go over here, build an automated mine for the coal, and problem solved. We heard a chink.
Things look steady now on the food front for our new neighbor. However...
Export 20,000 industrial goods. Okay. I want to imagine I have that in abundance, right? Well, let's see. I mean, we have these ships that are coming in. If not, then I'm not even going to care about it. It's a good thing I saw that we needed a power plant for this, too. Otherwise, that was going to be mega embarrassing. But so far, I mean, Tropico series has been doing okay-ish on the channel. I definitely know where the interest lies with regards to Anno, and definitely now that the Anno 1800 modded campaign is out and in full swing, I definitely know where the interest is, for sure. That being said, you know, we're still going to be having this until it ends, and, excuse me, and we're also going to be having the 2205 campaign, along with a couple of other ones that I'm considering.
Old boy, I just found myself in a very peculiar situation. I just met with a very embarrassed Soviet diplomat who needs our help.
Okay, don't we have to?
The Politburo has proclaimed eternal friendship between the USSR and Tropico.
Yeah, one free industry building. I always just like to listen to him say Tropico. And we should get this, like, immediately started, right? Like, we don't have to wait for exactly that to be built up. We can just get the natural gas. Unless it needs both. I don't remember how these power plants really work. Only that was the coal plant. But, okay, we got the power plant built up. Central air conditioning, gas turbines. The power station begins to consume natural gas instead of coal. Halves the pollution and generates by the pollution and power station. Pollution filter reduces the amount of pollution generated by the power station by 25%. I think... the central air conditioning, for sure, should be a thing here. And it's going to put coal in there, so we need to make sure we get the coal mine active first before we start anything else. And then we'll go over here to the military and build the nuclear program. We also have to see how much it's actually producing. As far as the foreman is concerned, we do, like, the effectiveness is probably going to be the best one here. Yeah, foreman, definitely. Get the foreman in there.
Presidente, we have done nothing productive since our last research project.
Awesome. You still do nothing productive.
Apparently, our Russian friends want their parts back.
Okay, that's fine, but I don't really care about that either. Let's get the coal preparation plant and the rock breaker active for this automated coal mine because we need them to deliver to this power plant really quickly. And I think what we can do as well is go ahead and build a Teamster's office right over here so we can transport the goods a lot faster to this power station. That's definitely something we want. The construction offices, after a time, just kind of become irrelevant, I guess, for lack of better words. If you build like one or two in specific locations, like we have one over here for future expansion in this spot, this side, we obviously have one here for the main town, and then later on, if we have one over here in this corner, it'll be fantastic. But Teamsters offices, on the other hand, are very important because you want to make sure we can get the goods as fast as possible to the docks and to where they need to go. I guess the durable during attacks, landlord, none of these guys help out here. It's like, that's hotel. Increases building revenue by that. Okay, sure. Protesters again? No, send in the army. I legitimately do not have time for your BS. All right, we're producing 440 with this particular power station, and we're just going to conveniently go ahead and place the nuclear program right next to it. That's a totally safe location, right? Nothing bad's gonna ever happen. I should never ever say that statement. Every time I say that, something bad always happens. But we're trying to deter a nuclear war by building a nuclear program ourselves, okay? So that's definitely the way you spin it, and we are spinning it properly. So we're gonna go ahead and build this. How much more oil do we have here? Not too much left in that well. Kind of same for this one. They don't bring out a whole bunch, which is fine. Not anything coming out of that one either. Yeah, coil tubing rings increases the reserves of oil and natural gas in the deposit by 1,500. I think what I'm going to actually go ahead and do is demolish both of these wells. Because when we get back to this island, if we get back to this island, I want to make sure that we do have some more oil deposits in here. Because if we let this thing completely go, we can't build the same building over it and then activate that little button. It'll say we don't have any stockpile in here, and it's just going to be done. So we're getting the nuclear program built up, and that's probably going to finish out this portion of the campaign, honestly. And then we'll go on to the next one, whichever one it is, because it's only been 7-ish minutes. I don't want to just finish out an episode on 7 minutes. That's just not right. And we're going to see how long it's going to take us to get through the campaign. I don't think it's that much left. I know there's a whole second, conglomerate of BS that we have to deal with. But now that we have the nuclear program here at 87%, hopefully they'll finish up relatively quickly. I could also go do the quick build just to get it completely done. But we'll see. Could be at like 90 or some odd percent now. Yeah. And then we're going to see like portions of the road. Like this right now is bothering me. The fact that there's no paved roads like right in here.
We have been very hungover the last few days and have had no ideas.
Okay.
Fortunately, one of the research team had a flat tire yesterday, and we discovered the wheel. It's round, and it can be used in lots of stuff.
Cool. So we have the vehicle factory unlocked. Awesome. And now we have the nuclear factory.
Tropico and the world are grateful for your leadership, having prevented a war and all that. Plus, we now have a great big shiny nuclear missile.
Oh my god. Please tell me I don't actually have to use this thing. Alright, so the next mission. Mission Day 0. Export uranium while dealing with numerous problems. We do have uranium on Bao Bao right now, but we have been exporting it. I'm kind of worried. There is one more deposit over there, and the economy on Bao Bao seems to be pretty good. So let's just head back to it.
Leon is alive! Of course my old friend didn't perish, but simply faked his own death to thwart his enemies. Ha! Exactly what I would have done in his place. My mentor's return was not incidental. The world is changing. It is a time of social turmoil. A time of rising concerns about pollution, fossil fuels, and nuclear power. A new energy crisis is looming, and Leon has returned to offer the solution.
What the hell's the solution gonna be?
Greetings, old friend. I faked my death to throw our enemies off track, but I can stay in the shadows no longer. I have come back from the dead to help the world in its time of need.
Oh boy, that's great. Export 20,000 uranium. That's also great. I probably have gone through so much of it already. How much is left in here? No, there's a bunch. There's a bunch. Yeah, I've already been working on it. Great. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to also build a road from here. Is this going to work perfectly? Yeah, there we go. We now have access to the metro station, allows citizens to travel around the city without using cars, increases the housing quality, and that means we can have like a settlement over here with a metro station, a settlement over here with the metro station, then one over back here. And then it just really kind of reduces the amount of cars on the roads and all the, pollution that people are going to be complaining about, all that stuff. And now we have access to really cool stuff like modern apartments, fashion, the spas and all that cool stuff, and we can actually build like an aircraft carrier if we really want. But let's see about who we can invite over here. Apparently we are very, very cordial with the Russians. I feel like that's a good person to be with when you're a dictator right now. Electronics right here. We don't have any electronics to sell, but we do have some sugar. We can't give the natural gas because we're not allied with the US. Maybe just the sugar. Yeah, let's do that. Do we still have the free building from before? Did it give us that one? Oh, there's the fat. Yeah, it is free. Wow, okay, hold up. If this is free, a free fashion company? Oh my god. And then there's the cannery. Yeah, okay, I'm holding off on that one. But here's the electronics. So the electronics is produced with bauxite and gold. But we also do have vehicles and then the jewelry shop. So we'll probably engage in every single one of these. We now have access to the TV station, the hospital. Tourism, we have a majority of the other stuff. We have to work for the aerodrome. And then the military, relatively the same. Here we do have corporate offices, which I always really liked the style of this building. And you can put like 4 right next to each other and it would make this really nice looking tower. So let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit more. The main goal, I guess, can we actually modernize these ones, or these apartments just stay the way that they are? It seems like they'll stay the way that they are. The way to increase the power going forward, you know what? Should I actually delete this? I don't feel like I need the nuclear program anymore. Yeah, I'll get rid of that because I don't want to waste the energy on that. But what I will do is, where is the... Hold on, I saw this somewhere. There it is. The electric substation is going to increase the radius of our power plant. So we can technically have one power plant, and it can go a pretty decent radius. But they have to build it. And now that we got rid of that, we're back up to 440, and the consumption is relatively low. And that's really, really good. We can also consider importing natural gas, but...
alive.
Oh, hell.
I may have doubted your loyalty to the Order, but our mentor assures me that you are still our staunchest ally.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we dislike one another, we are to work together once more.
Really? We have to? Are you sure about that? Because I don't necessarily want to. I guess we'll have to do it. Eco-activists will organize strikes on the island.
A new era of knowledge is upon us.
Okay. Send in the army. I'm not going to be negotiating with them. They understand what needs to happen. So, I want to start exploring some of these new things. So the first thing being the electrical substation. Now these guys have access to electricity over here if we decide to enable it for them. So like the electrification right over there. It increases the housing quality, but it does consume some of the energy that's coming out of here. The additional thing here, too, is because we have oil refineries and we do indeed have them for free, I can build them offshore, and that's another fantastic place to get some more oil. Let's see. There is some oil deposits right over here. I'm not seeing any in the main harbor area. There's 3 spots over here. Nothing in the back. So in grand total, we have 5. So I guess we can go ahead and build this thing kind of like right here. I just feel one dockyard over here is going to be just fine. And we can continue on like that. The residential ones, we definitely want to get to the modern apartments. That's going to be fantastic. And then we also have the Cineplex and the waste treatment plants, which we will also be building. Stadium 2 is always going to be nice, along with the nightclub, tourism, and I definitely feel like a cathedral might be important at this point. The science lab, we should definitely do that too, for the points and all that good stuff. And we're making a decent amount of money. I just wish I could get some better trade with people, because that's what's really causing us to have a bit of a problem. Modernized weaponry. Have I upgraded every single guy here? Okay, hold on. So the interactive education modernization is going to be really important for these schools. That way we can get these kids educated a lot faster. And we'll do the same with the college. The libraries are just fine, so we'll leave them as is. And then I feel like the clinic here, we can have a wing to increase the birthing rate over on the island. That should be totally fine as well. What do people want? Military loyalty is low. I don't like that one. Let's institute military drills. That should probably help out a little bit more. I did also mention that I should rebuild the Inquisition way back, and I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to put it right back here. A little bit of the older style building, and we've been exporting uranium already, so we don't have to worry about it too much. All right, you don't have any electricity, so what we'll have to do is we need to go over here and build a couple of these substations, or it might just be one. We can just put one like right here, and it should reach this spot, but it has its own tanker right over here. And then with the refinery, landlord, you see, like, none of these guys matter. Green thumb, terrible. Biofuel produces natural gas based off the number of plantations and hydroponic farms in the area. Hydroponic farms are probably really good, but the yeah, coal diesel adds additional production cycle. The oil refinery processes coal into oil. That will probably be important later on. But let's get this thing built up first. Oh, we still need another one. Jesus. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. Let's get it over here. And then it should get electricity. What? Do these guys have access to electricity? Does it matter? No, it doesn't. Oh, come on. Where are they riding? I didn't even see the little thingy. Coal mine. Okay. Send in the army. I genuinely have no interest in dealing with them. Send in the army. All right.
Presidente, the world media is ablaze with threats from several terrorist organizations. They all keep repeating the same two words. Day zero.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, we need to build a waste treatment plant, and I think we can put it out here. And now the oil refinery is working, so there's plenty of oil offshore that we can utilize. If we go ahead and enable this, the hydroponic farms, where are those ones at? Right over here. We need to research the waterworks in order to get them, but these things are going to be pretty powerful too. We can get rid of our actual farm fields in favor of those if we so choose to do so. How are we doing with our trade? Not a lot out of these ships. I'm kind of surprised because no one's buying our stuff. Like pharmaceuticals, I can't even sell those. Furniture will go through a lot. Should I just swap sides so that, well, I can sell natural gas to the EU. That's kind of okay. Should I just change sides from... Oh, those are to China. I'm sending those to China. Don't I have cacao over here? I thought I did. That's tobacco. That's coffee. That's corn. No, apparently I don't. Why am I allied with the Russians then? Let's expel them. We can ally ourselves with the Middle East. Yeah, maybe not. Let's just go with the USA for now. We'll praise them, so they'll be a little bit kinder to us, and they might give us some money because we swap sides. And it's just, if only stuff like that were that easy. But we can probably consider, like, furniture. It seems that they're better here. Oh, now they want to export. They want rum. Okay, yeah, I get it. That's just how this game is jabbing me right in the gut. Shocker. But we're getting a lot of uranium out of this one, and then the lifetime profit, so natural gas output from this oil refinery has been pretty substantial. Financier increases building revenue by 5%. I think that'll be pretty good. They keep leaving. That's also the problem. We have people that are getting educated, but at the same time, they don't want to be fully educated, so they can't go into these places. It's just a whole time. All right, where the heck is this? Where the hell was it? It wasn't in Waterborne. We also can pretty much go into the espionage and then these things. So like we do have offshore offices too and floating apartments. Those would be kind of cool to build up. Welfare and media. I thought it was around here somewhere. I might have. Oh, there it is. Waste treatment plant. Does it matter where we put it? Is there anywhere that's green? Okay, so it's green over here. Because it's green over here, I'll just build it over here. And then they'll leave me alone. And we also need to build a science lab, but our exports are not fantastic. This one is. This one is going to be an absolute breadbasket for now. Almost 12,000. Jesus. Okay, well that's definitely good. How much was it for that science lab? Yo, the Cineplex is free? Yo, okay. I'll just build this freaking behemoth, because that's going to make people kind of happy. We'll build the Cineplex right here in the middle. And that'll definitely make our citizens quite pleased with their living conditions here on Tropico. Yeah, this game sucks without the music. I legitimately was baffled when I received that notification. I'm like, the sound is low, and plus I've already mentioned that it's nothing. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's out. It doesn't matter. Send in the army. Not gonna deal with you. I'm building your waste treatment plant. What else do you want from me? You want a freaking miracle? I don't have one. There is another one. Then in the army. That's literally as fast as I'm going to do this. But what I want to do
We
is...
are as small dust motes in the grand scale of the universe.
Awesome. So we have access to the modern apartments, and we also have access to the electronic stuff. Over here, selling indulgences, that's going to be important. Persecuting a faction. Well, I definitely don't want it with the militarists. Maybe... Yeah, I think this is going to be the best one. Persecuting the communists. Like, we don't have a lot over here.
Political connections with the nations of the Middle East are of paramount importance in this day and age.
Is it really? I mean... Oh.
Herr Presidente,
Oh,
there
hey.
have been reports of prominent scientists being abducted by terrorists all over the world. I don't have time to be abducted. I'm too close to perfecting my concept for a time-traveling apparatus.
Okay, so it's a good thing I didn't build that science lab, because it's telling us we need to build a new science lab. All right, cool. Who else is rioting? Ah, these guys. Why are you... You need to be for the people, and specifically for the kids, honestly, because they need to go over there and they need to learn, be educated by going to school and going to the library later. So why the hell are you striking? And that sound of the freaking tank is still over here, and I don't know why. I'm looking with our stuff over here. This one's okay-ish. We have 5.1k through here. It's this one that's providing the most. Like, there's 13,000 coming out of there. That's where a majority of the money is. What do we need for the rum distillery again? Electric still. So factory begins to consume 150 megawatts of electricity. Effectiveness increased by 20. Ooh, but I don't have enough farms for that. What are we looking at with our... there's the hydroponics farm. Yeah, so let's get the hydroponics farm and then the modern airport and then the internet, because we all know how badly the internet screwed the world, right? We don't really want to...
Tropicans await elections next year. They wish
sure.
to show that...
Sure, well, we'll do that, because I'm pretty sure once we build... We've already exported a vast majority, over half of the uranium, so we don't have to be in this particular scenario for too long, I don't think. Where are they? Oh, they're over here. What would they want?
Presidente, I fear that the revolution's agenda is threatened.
I mean, we're literally persecuting the communists, and now they want us to build a hospital? Okay, whatever. I'll build them a freaking hospital. It kind of helps out everybody. We'll build the hospital right... Well, it's vicinity-wise, right? So we'll put it right over here, next to the school. Cineplex is almost done, and it's a nice-looking building. So we got this situated. 5D, family tourists are added to the preferred tourist class, and then romantic comedies increases birth rate on the island by 5%. Jesus. Yeah, let's go ahead and enable them both. We have the money. Yeah, you come over here, and then you can hear the freaking tank sound. It's weird. I don't know. The ships are going into one another. Not immersive. Let's see. Anything else? Now I have to constantly check this. Pearls, we can't even export that. We're doing the natural gas right now. The gold to China probably wouldn't want that. Apparel. Jesus. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. It's going to Dubai. We're at 51% when it comes to this. Let's initiate some edicts. Let's give extra rations. That'll definitely make people happy. Mardi Gras, that too. I'm just going to go into debt a little bit here so I can enact them. Modern times, host the Olympics. We don't have one. Same-sex marriages. Let's do that one. Initiate that one. Commuting program reduces number of people using cars, but that's also going to whatchamacallit. What's this? People need less food to be fed. I don't really care about that. Legalize substances. Provides money every year, but worsens foreign relations, increases tourism, social engineering, make it more prominent. I want to do that with the militarists. We get a little bit more people over here. That'll be fantastic. And we get the hospital, so that increases our standing with the communists. And then, who are you? You're a religious leader? And you're originally from Spain. Cool. Jesus. Where are these freaking riots? They constantly are happening. I don't see them here. They could be over here somewhere. No, I don't see them. Oh, the library again? In the army. I could always bribe them too. That's a legitimate thing I can pull. But I don't feel like it's necessary. I feel like we can just get through this scenario mega fast. 5,000, 2,000, 2,000. Yeah, why are these guys getting worse? But look at that, like lifetime profit. It might be because the rum distillery is not full up of people. That is entirely the case. Maybe I should have actually allowed all those people to be here, but then they'll probably hate me because I haven't been giving them homes.
We have an opportunity to influence the outcome of...
We'll be fine. Yeah, we can get rid of all these fields and then maybe put the better homes here. That'll be great. All right, this one, I feel like a...
The election results are in.
Oh, thanks. I feel like the... Hotel's effectiveness increased by 10. It's not a hotel. It's decreased, no. General, no. Green thumb. Yeah, green thumb here would definitely work wonders.
All hell is breaking loose, old chap. The international community is convinced that Tropico is supplying the terrorists with uranium, helping them build their doomsday device and perpetuate Day Zero.
5 embassy buildings. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, I have the money. I probably can do that. Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely do that. We can make this a whole embassy quarter over here. Let's put one here, get another embassy, and put it right here. I think we have room to put the 2 more right over here. Nice. It's actually a perfect position. Yeah, let's get these embassy buildings built up. Holy crap. They want to invade us, don't they? I knew that was a bad idea. And obviously beautification is important. So we'll put those right in there, and we can probably put another tenement over here right behind the Cineplex, and that'll be really cool. But I think the mission is going to end before all of that. This is the main one, to export the uranium. Like, I'm sorry, that's what they wanted me to do. I don't know. I'm just over here, I'm just the builder. But at least they're building these things mega fast. Cool. Middle East. So we invited the Middle East and we get something from it? What was this? Oh, like 10. Alright. It's not too bad. I don't see... I heard the sound, but I don't see where they... Oh, right over here. The rum distillery? No, send in the army. I can't have that building done. What about the hospital? So we have the exact same things here. Similar to a clinic, but now we have more people that can be seen here. And the landlord, you know what? Landlord will probably be good over here. We want to increase the housing quality. What is with my libraries, man? Dude, I used to work in a library. They were the most chill people ever. The people who weren't chill are the people who came over there, the patrons of whom wanted everything, and they weren't even there. For example, somebody would come over and be like, hey, I want to get this particular book or this audiobook, and we have to say, oh, no, it's already checked out, and you have to go on a wait list and be like, well, I don't want to be on a wait list. This is terrible. I want the book. Can you bring it from another place? No, I can't, because it's with somebody right now, and you have to go on a freaking wait list. I'm sorry. No, I couldn't actually talk like that. I would come home and vent to my parents about it. Well, at least we need to get the one more embassy, so we can pretty much be friendly with every country, right?
We have been played, Presidente. I have uncovered a massive conspiracy against Tropico, and it appears that your mentor, Leon Kane, has been playing a double game.
Oh, Leon. Oh, I'm gonna backhand you. I am going to backhand you, but first I want to build up the embassy so I don't get bombed. That's definitely something I want to do. And then build the science lab, which I feel the science lab can be... You can also get the chocolate factory. That's a good one. Where was the science lab? Oh, it was part of research and education. Right. So let's put this one, like, maybe back here. How come... Oh, we don't have any more available power. That's why. Oh, okay. So that means we're going to have to build another one.
Flawed patent laws allowed us to discover hot water.
Oh, wow. Hot water. Isn't that crazy? We've located hot water, and now we can actually utilize it. Once we build the science lab, we don't actually have to do anything with it, and that'll destroy the uranium, and that'll be all she wrote.
Middle Eastern leaders wish to visit the island, but desire that they be provided more, how should I put it, extravagant lodgings.
Yeah, I agree with this. Being Persian, we do like the extravagance.
I received an offer from the Middle East. They are looking to betroth a member of their dynasty to a new family.
That's some shade. What the hell? Oh my god. Okay, I'll pay.
As the heir was born,
What the
all
hell?
animals became quiet. A light shone through the skies, and La Chupacabra herself went to the...
Alright, I'll do the mental. What the hell? Woman. No. What happened to you? Why is she all like... I'm so confused right now. I'm very confused. Warm black. Okay, secondary color. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Hair. Casual. No. Yeah, that's fine. Hat. Probably we want something. Accessory. Movie star. I just... Alexis, what the hell happened to you? Is there any way for me to customize her so she doesn't look, like, ridiculously old? Is she supposed to be, like, a newborn? Or is it like that movie? I don't remember, Benjamin Button. Was that the movie? I don't even know. That's crazy. Yeah, I need that money because I'm in the red now pretty bad. And then we'll get that ship over here. This one's also 3K, so that'll help us. All right, that definitely helps. And we have no more lucrative... Well, I mean, that I don't have any cars, so that's definitely a thing. Oil to the US, I mean, that's a given. Where are they? I can praise them, but it's not going to be enough.
The EU seems to be rolling in cash.
Yeah, well, they're already here, aren't they? Oh.
We have reached the EU Reward Center.
Oh, cool. Press 1 for 15,000. To press 2 to have prices increase for 30%, or 2 free infrastructure buildings to receive. Yeah, we don't have 9. So I'm just gonna go with 1. I just want to get out of the red. All right, let's get that science building built up, and then we'll get rid of the uranium mines. I'm not gonna worry about the spa or any of those things. I just want to probably get that stuff done and see what happens next. I do quite like this little quarter over here. And you know what? I'm going to do us all a solid and fill out this spot with one more tenement so we get some people in there. And we'll also get a little bit of nice beautification work so this whole spot is looking nice and pretty. The science lab also looks pretty sick. I'm not going to worry about those protesters. I have bigger fish to fry. And again, it's at the damn library. What is with the damn library? Outstanding. If it's another library, I swear. But you know what? Send the army. Apparently they didn't understand the 50 million times already that I sent them over there. Oh, they're over here.
We are on the verge of creating a new...
Increased standing with the Chinese. Okay, where are the Chinese? Which one of these? Well, they're in here, and I don't have anything else to do with them. Okay, new science lab and science lab have been built. That's good, but now they don't have electricity. What do they do? The extreme testing effectiveness is increased by 20 for all nearby electronics factories. Okay, we can layer them. Small Hadron Collider. Effectiveness increased by 50. Science lab we can consume. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and delete Mother. Come on. Hurry up. Let's go ahead and demolish these two because we don't want that active, and more there might be something after this too, truthfully.
So,
Oh,
is this to be where our ways part? You were always a bright student. I will not try to convince you of the rightness of my actions, but will instead tell you my plans and let you judge them for yourself.
okay. For centuries our order was steering humanity, trying to prevent it from destroying itself, but we have failed. The world is fading into corruption. We have devastated our civilization, our planet, ourselves. Oh great, he's one of those people. Our only option is a fresh start, the day zero. Yes, the world as we know it will end, but a better one will rise from the ashes and avoid the mistakes of the past. Will you join me, old friend? Hell the hell no!
My fellow human beings, on my command, multiple nuclear devices are at this moment being deployed throughout the world. The end of the world as we know it is inevitable. And this is a good thing. Why? Look around and ask yourselves why. 3 billion people live in poverty. More than 2 billion are without a toilet. And what is the world's most popular topic? Images of cats. The cure I offer is destruction. Like the mythical phoenix, a better world shall rise from the ashes. Prepare yourselves for day zero.
Oh god. Okay, well, we're gonna get to that in the next episode, but until then, please consider like, commenting, subscribing, hit that bell button, sharing it with your friends, and I'll catch you on the next one, my Rantians.